Welcome to A Magical Life, Health, Wealth and Weight Loss. I'm your host, Magic Barclay, lead practitioner at Holistic Natural Health Australia and #1 best-selling author. In this podcast, I aim to give you practical tips on how to accelerate and sustain your health, increase your financial, spiritual and emotional wealth, and to look at something that haunts many of us needlessly, weight loss. In some episodes, I'll have guests available to give you even more tips, but in others, the floor is yours. Drop us a line at A Magical Life Podcast on Facebook and let me know what you would like to know more about. Now, sit back and enjoy, because it is time for you to create and truly discover a magical life. Welcome back to A Magical Life. I'm your host, Magic Barclay. Today we're answering a listener question: how to confront and move through fears both safely and healthfully. At the moment, the world is in turmoil. We know that. We can see that. We don't need to discuss it. But what is happening is it's creating daily fears. You're being exposed to media. You're being exposed to friends and communities with their viewpoints, no matter where they sit. And this is actually creating fear within you. It may not feel like it at the moment, but this is actually going to have a massive effect on your health. Again, no matter where your views are, no matter where you sit, the world is polarizing you against yourself. And so what's going to happen is your immune system is going to respond. Your endocrine system is going to respond. Your neural system is going to respond, all because your limbic system or your emotional system is already fighting a fight. So how can you move through fear safely? The first point for safety is to understand that that is your core need. Every living thing needs to feel safe. Now say it again. Every living thing needs to feel safe. And you are no different. If you do not feel safe, you could become anxious, you could become ill, you could become depressed. There's a number of things that can happen. So the first thing for you to do each day is to tell yourself you are safe. No matter what is happening around you, where in the world you are, no matter the politics, no matter the pressures, no matter the coercions, no matter the propaganda, no matter the dissension between families and friends and communities, you are safe. You are safe within yourself. You know what you believe. You know who you are. You know how important you are. Now, whether that's to anyone else, it doesn't matter, but you are all those things for yourself. So feeling of safety really has to come from within. No matter what you are going through, you are safe. No matter where in the world, you are safe. And that is something you need to tell yourself every single day. In fact, every single hour of every single day. You need to tell yourself you are safe. So what that could sound like is, I am safe because I know who I am, I know what I stand for, and I believe in myself. You could make up something else for yourself, but that's just an idea. Now, how do you move through fear healthfully? Well, it's really about providing the basics or the core needs. Now, the core needs being shelter, safety, which we've discussed, food, water, and love. Guess what? That love comes from within you. It doesn't matter if anyone else loves you, as long as you do. And that is going to boost your health. The more you put yourself down, the more you deny how fabulous and terrific you are, the more unhealthy you will become. So moving through fear healthfully is about knowing yourself. Now, I wrote a book a long time ago now called Stop Being Fat, Love Yourself Skinny. It wasn't a book about losing weight as such. It was a book about knowing yourself, about loving who you are, what you stand for, who you choose to show up as every single day without external influences. Ironic, you're hearing this message on a podcast, but you know this message is true. Inside your head, you've heard it, you've told it to yourself. You've already said, I am the most important person in the world. And I'm just reminding you of that today. So the listener question, how to confront and move through fears safely and healthfully. Well, that comes down to you. Who are you? Who are you showing up as? Have you got your own back? Do you love yourself? Do you understand how amazing and vital and strong and resilient and powerful and beautiful that you are? Because as long as you know that, no matter what is happening in the world, you cannot be hurt. And you will move through fear, because fear means one of two things: forget everything and run, or forget everything and rise. And this is your time to forget everything and rise. Stand in your truth. Be your own person. Show the world how much you respect yourself. And they will not be able to hurt you, harm you, degrade you, because you are strong. You love yourself without fear. That was our listener question for today. Coming up in episode 67, I have David E. Frost coming to talk about being well past 40. David is an author, he's a trainer, and he's an all-round good guy, and he's going to be a lot of fun on this podcast. So we'll see you in episode 67. For now, go forth and create your magical life. Thanks for listening today. Please subscribe to hear future episodes, leave a review, and share this podcast. You can follow us on Facebook at A Magical Life Podcast or at Holistic Natural Health Australia. That's holistic with a W. You can find us on Instagram at Holistic Natural Health or at www.holisticnaturalhealth.com.au. That's where you'll access all sorts of articles, freebies, and more.